My name is Gabby, and I came up with a video for you guys today called 5 Things They Don't Tell You When You Become an Adult, or you don't know growing up emulating adults. You don't know, you don't realize until you become one. I want to give you guys a little backstory. Sorry if my cheek looks a little funky. I just got my wisdom teeth out like a week ago, and the swelling really went down. You should have seen it. I look like Mr. Incredible. Like, I got a freaking chiseled chin. Like, it was funny, but it's still a little puffy. So if I smile and that part doesn't go, you know, that's why. As I got my wisdom teeth out. Oh, and it sucked. Yeah. Anyways, so this video is for the people who are just graduating high school, or the people who are just turning 18, or that little girl who, 14 years old at home, counting down the days until you turn 18 so that you can be an adult. This is for you. This is for you because I'm going to give you some freaking, insight on adult world, because I thought I knew it all at that age. When I was a young girl, I thought I was grown, and I got myself into some grown situations. Let me tell you, you know, um, I had a baby at 17 years old, because I thought I was a grown woman. I didn't. It wasn't like planned or whatever, but I was running around doing grown woman things. And thinking that I was a shit, and I was only 16, 17 years old, and because I thought, or I was acting like an adult, because I wanted to be an adult, it, there's just consequences to your actions, and I want to, warn you guys out there, for anybody who was thinking like me, who was like, damn, I can't wait to get out of my parents' house. I'm freaking sick and tired of them telling me what to do, of living under these rules. Like, I can't wait until I'm 18 years old. This is for you. Alright, so number 1. The first thing they do not tell you about being an adult is that adults don't know everything. I know that when you're a little kid and you look up to adults, you go to adults for the answer. If there's a problem, you're running to an adult. So when you're a little kid, you think that adults know everything. But once you become an adult and you're kind of just like thrown out into this world, that's exactly what it is. You're thrown out into this world. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody's winging it. Nobody knows their career path. Nobody knew what choices to make. It's all trial and error. We just wake up every morning and live our lives. Like, that's it. Like, nobody has a plan. You might have goals. An adult might have goals, but in regards to knowing, they don't know shit. Like, adults don't know shit. They're just like kids. They're just trying their best to do and make the best choice that they need to make for their lives and for themselves. So that's number 1, is that everybody wings it. Number 2 is a very important rule and lesson to learn. It's that life is not fair. And I know, I know you've heard that so many times, and you're just like, girl, you don't know. You don't even know. But I do know. Well, I don't know, but whatever. Life is not fair. Nobody's going to be dealt the same hand. And I know you guys are on Facebook looking at your friends and saying, why did they get that car? And it's not fair that they got that job and I didn't. I work hard and I do all these things. Well, sometimes things in life happen for other people because that is for their path. That is just meant for them. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's meant for you at the time. When you grow up, you're going to learn that this world is not nice. This world only cares about the individual person. So you really, really have to learn the lesson that what Sally gets is not what you get. And that's fine. And that's okay. You be happy for Sally. And you work hard. And one day you'll get something too. But life is not fair. Nobody gets dealt the same hand. Nobody gets thrown out into the world. One girl might have her parents there helping her the whole entire time through college, while you are there working a waitress job, trying to get to school, trying to get through all these things, and you're looking at Miss Sally here and saying, this is not fair. How come she has help and I don't? And honestly, honey, I don't have the answer to that. I don't know why. I mean, I believe it's just because, life makes us stronger, and you're going to be stronger in the end by learning how to work and fend for yourself. And that's just kind of how you have to live life and go through life, is just know that life is not fair, and that just because one person gets one thing or is doing a certain thing, that does not mean that you're going to get dealt the same hand. Sorry. Right. This number 3 is a major, major one. It's nobody tells you that you're doing right or wrong. Okay. What I mean is, when we're little kids and you're jumping on the couch or a table or something, your mom's gonna come and yell at you and tell you, get off that couch, get off that table, you're gonna break it. And you're gonna listen because you don't wanna, I don't know about you guys, but I don't wanna get disciplined, whatever. But as an adult, you don't have a parent there. Or maybe some of you do, and kudos to those moms and those dads who are really like on top of it. But when you turn 18 and you're in college or you're turned loose, a lot of the times you're on your own, buddy. You're on your own. And nobody's there to tell you that you're making the wrong choice. Nobody's there to tell you or pat you on the back when you are making the right choice. So you really have to learn that there's consequences to every action that you have, girl. There's consequences to every action that you do, and whether it good or bad. But nobody is gonna tell you that, hey, stop doing that. Hey, you need to do this and do that. They're gonna let you live your life. They're gonna let you screw up your life. You know what I mean? They're just gonna let you. For example, I want to give you guys an example, is that when I was growing up, I had a baby real young, as I mentioned before, and I was living with the boyfriend, and I thought I was so badass because by the time I was a senior in high school, I was already in a house with him. And I was like, yeah, I'm an adult, I'm grown, I know what to do, like, woohoo, And I kind of like went wild because nobody was around to like tell me right from wrong. I did what I did. And every weekend, we would party, like, get freaking wasted every weekend. I'd never have any money. I never, all my stuff, a lot of my stuff would get stolen because I was inviting strangers and stuff into my house. And, I thought I was so cool. I thought I was like, woohoo, like, ooh. No, girl. No, and I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. I'm learning it now, as I'm growing older. So that's number 3, is that nobody is going to be around to tell you whether or not you're doing good or bad. You're going to have to know that yourself. Everybody knows. We all have that intuition, that gut feeling. We were all raised in a way where, your mommy and daddy do tell you, drugs are bad, but they're not going to be there to necessarily help you through making those decisions. So it's all up to you, girl, and better make the right choice, like, please. Number 4 is work. Is, I know when you are a kid and you're looking up to an adult and you're saying, wow, like, they get to come home whenever they want, they get to drink, they get to go out and party and invite friends over, or whatever the case may be. But in reality, if that person is a true adult, they really don't have that free time to be doing that. All they're doing is working. Like, seriously, all you're doing is working. You're working to pay your bills, your gas, your all of these things. If you're a true adult, you're working a lot. You got to make that money, so a lot of the times these adults don't even have time to go out and spend the money that you work for. And especially when you're just barely getting started, it's going to be hard to find that job where you're working Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Like, honestly, when you're first starting out, you're going to be working odd hours. You're going to be working night shifts and 10 hours a day and weekends and things like that. And you're going to miss out on going with your friends, and you're going to miss out on all these things. But a true adult is always working. A true adult always works. And I think that when we're young, we don't realize that. We just look at the benefits of being an adult, but we don't really realize what it takes to be an adult. So, number 4, adults are always working. They don't got time for fun most of the time. All right. So, last and final one. Last and final one is that you do have the freedom. Piggybacking off of everything that I've said before, you do have freedom to do as you wish. But I'm telling you this now. Please listen to me. Use your time wisely. Use your time wisely. I know you think you're an adult at 18 years old. You want to go and do all of these things, and that is fine. That is fine. Some people just need to do that to learn their lessons and things like that. But use your time wisely. I, myself, did not use my time wisely. I partied every weekend. I didn't go to college. I didn't study and make sacrifices like how I should have at that age. Now I'm 24 years old trying to go to college. But everybody that I've graduated with in high school, you know, they're nurses. They're managers at places. You know, they own their own business at 24 years old because they were focused. They went to school. They knew what they wanted to do, and they, you know, set their goals and they achieved it. And now at 24 years old, you know, they're living their lives. And me, you know, at 18 years old, making those wrong choices, not using my time wisely. You know, I'm trying to build myself up from the bottom, but girl, I'm behind. I'm behind compared to most of these people. You know, they've worked hard and they deserve, you know, what they get. So, number 5 is you do have freedom, but use it wisely. Use it wisely, cuz nobody's going to be there to tell you if you're making mistakes, okay, girl? All right. So, I hope you learned something today. And if you're counting down to your 18th birthday, happy birthday. And, you know, once you're an adult, you know, adult life is very, it's not all that it's cracked up to be, but it is very rewarding. You get to build your own empire. You get to see what it's like to come from the bottom all the way to the top. You know, you didn't have a car before, but you worked hard and you sacrificed and you saved them checks, and guess what? Now you have a car. And little by little you start building up your little empire. You start being able to afford rent, being able to afford your house, your own food, like, and it feels good. It feels good, and you're going to want to keep and continue to grow and progress, and that's fantastic. That is what adult life is all about. Adults don't know everything. We don't know anything. Nobody knows everything. You know, life is hard. And a lot of the times, things are going to happen in your life that you can't even explain, that are unfair, and you're like, you just got to take it as it comes and do what you need to do to get over that, hill, to get over that hump. But I promise you, if you do that, if you spend your time wisely, if you behave and act like a real adult, not like an adult that you think is an adult, then your life will be rewarded in so many ways, you know, in so many ways. So I hope you took something from this video. If you like me, you know, subscribe. I'm Gabby. I'll be making videos, you know, here and there, different things that I think of. And I'm about to start a channel with my best friend. So stay tuned with that, because we got some stories, girl. I was a wild child. I was crazy. So I got some stories to tell you guys. Anyways, thanks so much for clicking on this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.